Okay, so Pete, you must have been elated when the magistrate said you didn't have to go back.
Oh, yeah, I did. I caught my sister's eye and yeah, I was almost overcome.
You looked...
So I was all ready to throw a shoe over the plastic like in London.
Why?
No. He said he did that and he got an extra 2 months for contempt of court, and he said, I'll do that standing on my head. So he said, another 12 months, time to get back, I'll give you time to get back on your feet.
So listen, what was it like being in Pentonville? It can't have been very nice for you.
Thousands of people every day passing through the prison system. It's not a place anyone wants to be, is it?
Did they recognise you?
Who?
The prisoners?
One or two here and there. It's like, but not really. I sort of blended into the background quite well.
But do you think they gave you more of a hard time because they knew who you were?
With prisoners? No, not really. Hi, Docky, what's happening? Good luck, son.
Because the weird thing was you wrote about what it was like to be in Pentonville in your album.
Yeah, we wrote a song. We had a song. It was all written by General. When did you write Pentonville Rock? He was in the cell upstairs. I could hear him singing it. Yeah.
And that's why he wrote it?
Sorry?
That's why he wrote it?
Well, I put music to it, but he used to just be singing out the window.
So listen, tell me, I mean, what... When the judge said that when the magistrate said you didn't have to go back into prison, did that make you think, okay, I'm going to try and start afresh with drugs? I'm going to try and leave it behind?
But, well, it's a court-imposed order, isn't it? It's the whole closely monitored drug. Got a fight against drugs, I suppose they see it as. But I think it's already won. Like the fact they've given me the chance is enough. I think. Yeah, there's a lot more to be getting on with. I mean, it's not going to be instant and easy, but I'll get another anti-heroin implant. I'm not that much of a junkie anyway. So what was the question?
The question was, do you think this is the last time that you're going to try drugs? Do you think this is the end of you and drugs?
What, when you realise you're not allowed to take drugs again? Yeah.
I mean, you've tried it before. Oh, do you think the press have made you out to be more of a junkie than you are? Is that unfair? Have they been unfair?
I try not to read it, to be honest, but I try to ban certain publications from the household, but yeah, you can't. Yeah, definitely. But that's part of it, isn't it? So, it's cartoon characters been created, and it doesn't really exist outside of that. Distorted little. I don't know. I suppose so.
I mean, do you think part of the reason why you admitted to possessing all those drugs was because you kind of want...
Because they found them on me with my fingerprints all over them.
Not because you thought, okay, I want to be found out.
But honestly, that's never consciously occurred to me, no. To get myself caught and what now is just being helped, isn't it? I'm not going to make light of the fact that I've been given a good chance to stop taking crack and heroin.
There's an ashtray there. Am I picking you off?
Hey, no. But
okay, well, let's talk about... So tonight, what's happening tonight? Or tell me what you've done since you left prison. I mean, you must have been on a real feeling of elation being free.
Yeah. Can't wait for my bed to be free, man. I can have a kip. And another thing, we've done a couple of gigs, and we're going to do a gig tonight. In fact, would you like to come along? Not just you,
Cameraman as well.
and Mrs. Miggins and Carlisle.
Okay, so what happens now? Where do you go from here?
Coco's, right.
I mean, more generally.
Well, I went to my first probation meeting, and I suppose gearing my life around sticking to working with them, probation service, the NHS, the psychiatric doctor they've assigned to, and just hopefully start the a drug-free life that I'm looking forward to.
What do you think will happen without drugs?
I don't know, what do you think will happen to you without drugs? I don't know.
Or do you think life will get better? More creative?
Huh?
Will life get better?
Will life get better? Some days I'm sure it will. Cloudy autumn mornings, and it will and it won't. As it's the same for everyone, aren't you?
Okay, so tell me about, you said you kept a diary
I always, what always?
when you were in prison. What sort of things did you write in there? What did you think about? What did you write about?
Well, you know what, actually it's a bit repetitive. It's just the plot's got one theme, and that is like, oh, I'm somewhere I don't really want to be, but then you can just lose yourself in fiction. I do write a little song. This life ain't for the living, it's for the dead unbound. Forget me or forgive me, I know I let you down. The slave's caress his mask and tape to the... I think we've got it here. Definitely. You can put, I bet you put subtitles on it.
Well, I might film that. Okay, I just want to ask you, I mean, a lot of people said that you shouldn't have got off with such a lenient sentence. A few drugs charities, they said young people look up to you, and that basically...
Well, then hopefully I won't let them down. They're looking up to me to what? How would that mean I shouldn't get off, though, if young people look up to me?
Well, because some people say that you should be made an example of because you're so high profile.
I am being made an example of. They're saying that they're not going to accept that I take crack and heroin, right? That's the court-imposed order, and they're going to monitor it, blood tested twice a week, and there's no way around it. So that's the punishment that fits the crime. Then,
if you weren't famous, would you have gone back into prison?
If I wasn't famous, I wouldn't have probably had the like extreme fucking kind of corrupt misfortune that led me to be there in the first place in the dock. But I'm sure, like Harry and Lester, he thinks it should have been banged up. You know what I mean? He wouldn't say that if it was him, would he?
When people say that your fans, when they're trying to help you with kindness by giving you or help, or playing along with it, playing along with the whole lifestyle, it's just making it harder for you to walk away from it.
I don't know. It's a strange question because I play in a band, and generally the people you call fans are people who are into the music of the band, not necessarily prescriptions, and I'm sure that's the case.
And when
don't tell me you're into all that glorifying mythology.
People do glorify you, though.
Hyped up my dingle.
But they do, though. I mean, you were like the messiah of music. Were, still are.
I think she's talking to you.
Okay, so listen, did you, so I'm going to ask you about Kate Moss.
No, you shouldn't really. It's a bit rude not asking about your fella, do I?
I'm married.
Oh, yeah? It's an eternity ring.
He's really pissed off me for coming tonight. But anyway, that's a whole other story. I mean, did you talk to her when she came back to England?
Huh?
Did you talk to her when she came back to England?
I totally want to talk to you about it. I mean, it's hard. Sometimes it's hard enough talking to my friends about it, so I don't know where to start with you or like, the camera's not really fair, is it? You nosy thing. Just want a bit of gossip, don't you?
I don't want gossip, we just want to get to the bottom of the story.
What do you mean get to the bottom of the story? It's people's lives.
What happened?
Isn't it? Story, is it?
What happened?
What do you mean what happened? I met someone, fell in love with them. Ups and downs, isn't it? Come on, I'm off the edge, Joel.
Okay, well, let's talk about tonight's gig. 1 more minute and then we'll go and do it.
Alright.
Okay, so this is your first gig since you've been out of prison.
No.
It's your second.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Can't wait, yeah. Play a few tunes, try out a few new ones, eh?